guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, this is going to be a tag video because I was also tagged to do the favorite characters tag part 2. If you want to check the part 1, it's up here, go check it out. And I was tagged to do the part 2 of this tag by the creator of the tag himself, and that's Leo from A Little Book Life. So go ahead, check his channel out. Everything will be there in the description box. So let's get started. So again, basically there are a few questions and I have to name my favorite character, and I have done like prior thinking regarding this. So yeah, like it's not impromptu, just letting you know. So let's get started. The first question is your favorite sibling characters, or like siblings characters basically. So basically for this one I have like two choices, two pairs of siblings. The first pair would be Apu and his sister, or Opu and his sister from Pather Panchali. Pather Panchali by Vibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay is an Indian Bengali classic. It is a piece of very phenomenal Bengali literature in India, and in this book it basically explores the life of Opu and his whole I would say the world around him and the distant dreams that his family has and things like that. So it's a nice book. If you're an Indian, you have to read it. Of course, if you know Bengali, then please do read it in Bangla or Bengali itself. But if you don't know Bangla, then the next best thing is the English translation. But I really like the dynamic that Opu and his sister actually share in the book. And yeah, like I really like the relationship that they had, that from a very young age they were siblings that would would partner up with each other and do all of these things to trouble adults. So I really like that innocence of that particular relationship. And the next pair of sibling characters that I have is actually, these are half sisters. They are Yahaira and I forgot her name, Camino, right? Yahaira and Camino from Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. And I really love Elizabeth Acevedo. She's like my bae dude. I love all her works, and I've read all of them, I think, except for one, so I have that one pending. But anyway, I love Elizabeth Acevedo. I love the way she's written both these characters. The book kind of starts with a plane crash and how there is a dead man, and then it starts unrolling because he has family in Dominican Republic as well as in New York. So that's how things start. And yeah, read the book. It's an amazing book. I highly recommend the audiobook here because I like the way Elizabeth Acevedo narrates her audiobooks. She's a very good audiobook narrator, so I highly recommend that. Now, getting to the next question, and that is my favorite LGBTQ character. And my favorite LGBTQ character has to be Jude from A Little Life. I love Jude, okay? Don't ask me why. Jude is one of the most heartbreaking, lovable characters I've ever read, and A Little Life is one of my favorite books of all time, and I just love Jude, okay? Like, for all his flaws, for all his like issues in general, I love Jude as a character, and I love how Jude was written in general. So that's that. Jude is my favorite character like that. The next question is favorite Asian character. So I kind of have like quite a few favorite Asian characters, and be it like South Asian, be it East Asian, whatever you want to call it. I have a lot of favorite Asian characters, but I think I have to like just stick to one. If I had to just like stick to one character, it would be Draupadi from the Mahabharata, or Draupadi like more famously from the Palace of Illusions. I really love how Draupadi was written by Chitra Banarjee Divakaruni. Again, Chitra Banarjee Divakaruni is bae, so I love her works as well. Basically, Mahabharata is an epic, a classic of Indian mythology in general. And when you pick out female characters from Indian mythology, some are like super strong, some are I would say, submissive to the society in general. So Draupadi is one such character who is like super strong. She knows, she's strong headed, she knows what she wants in her life, and that's how she navigates through life. So I think my favorite Asian character has to be Draupadi. The next question is my favorite Latin American character. Okay, so over here also I have to get an Elizabeth Acevedo because like I said, Elizabeth Acevedo is babe. My favorite character is Xiomara Batista from The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, which is a great piece of verse literature. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Basically, I call it slam poetry. And if you want to read this book, read it only in audio. It won't make sense on, if you're reading a book and you don't like poems. Like, I don't like poems in general. So I prefer reading the audiobook of this one. So I highly recommend this one. I love Xiomara Batista. She is like, again, a strong-headed woman character that I really, really, really love. And she's Latin American too. So, coincidence. The next one is my favorite African character. Okay, so this is very interesting because I do read a lot of African literature, or I do read a lot of books from Africa, and I've started that like of recent. I think for this one, I'll go for a character that I've not mentioned before in any of these tags, and that is Tambudzai Siguake from the Nervous Condition series. I'm yet to read the first two books. I've only read This Mournable Body, which was shortlisted for the Booker Prize 2020. But I would like to say that you have to read the first two books if you want to read the next two. But I really like Tambudzai as a character. Although like I am yet to like discover how her character kind of improves throughout the books. I do appreciate Tambudzai Siguake a lot because when you read only This Mournable Body, you'll realize that she's been through a lot and she's trying to survive in this world. So that's that. And the next question is a main character with a disability, invisible or visible. And for me, this has to be August Pullman from Wonder. Out of I actually don't read much, or I have unfortunately not read many books on disability, but I would have to say that how much of a little I've read, it has to be Wonder by R.J. Palacio, because this is a very, very, very good contemporary vibe, which transcends all, I would say, generations, or even if you're like 50, you should read this particular piece of vibe contemporary, because it talks about the struggles, it talks about all of these kind of issues in general that people with disability generally face, and especially at such a young age, when you're innocent, when you're a child. So basically the story follows August, who has a form of disability where his face does not look normal, and he has to then go to public school, and he's very scared because he's always been homeschooled, and that's how the story starts. It's like a typical YA contemporary novel, but once you get into it, it's a very, very beautiful piece of fiction. And it talks about bullying, it talks about disability, and it talks about how the family kind of has to adjust around a person with disability. And now let's get to the next question, and the next question is an over-the-top character. So basically there are two questions here which are kind of like here and there, and I'm going to merge them because I have just one answer for them. So first one is an over-the-top character and also a not very believable character. Like, I think both of these go hand in hand, because I tried to think about it and I could only like come up with like just one of them, and that is Maya from The Butterfly Garden. If you've read The Butterfly Garden, then you kind of may know this, but I think the book was nice. When I read it, I had given it 5 stars because I had not read anything like that until that point in my life. But if you ask me today, it's just going to be 3 or 4 stars. It's not going to be a 5-star for me. But that being said, I think Maya is an exaggerated character and she's not believable at all. And you have to read the book to understand why I say this, because then it would be a spoiler and it would be like, I would have to tell you what the climax is. So read the book if you're interested. If you're looking for a nice like EU thriller, like this is the book you should read. So that's that. The next one is a favorite Victorian character. The thing is, I don't read many classics. I don't like classics in general. So I could only just think of like one Victorian character, and I'm not even sure if she's Victorian or Edwardian or whatever. Like, I would like to believe she's Victorian and or Georgian. I don't know. There are so many of those monarchies, dude. I cannot even like keep count. It's Agnes Grey, and Agnes Grey is actually like, she's a governess. She comes from kind of a poor family, and she has to like, support a family. I really liked Agnes Grey a lot. I ended up giving, I think, 4 or 5 stars. I really love the way her character was written. Although this is like one of the most, the least favorite Bronte sisters in general, or people's least favorite. But I like reading her work, so that's cool. And the last question in this one is a favorite fantasy character. Again, I don't read much fantasy, so stop asking me such questions, okay? I think my favorite fantasy character, okay? Now, I don't want to like pick out characters from, how do I say this? Anyway, let's just do this then. My favorite fantasy character is actually Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter series. When I watched Harry Potter, because I first watched Harry Potter and then I read Harry Potter, because I read Harry Potter as an adult. In my opinion, or for me personally, when I watched Harry Potter, my most favorite character, like whom I fell in love with actually, and I could relate to, was Luna Lovegood. I mean, I see a lot of traits that I have in her, like that are there in me. Like, I do relate a lot with her, so it has to be Luna Lovegood. And yeah, and I like how she's written in the books as well. She's just quirky, like smart, super smart. Like, I would like to consider myself quirky and super smart as well. So that's that. Okay, cool. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it. That's it for this tag. And again, I'm not tagging anyone. Anyone can do this tag, because everyone has favorite characters. You can just like pick up this tag right off the bat. Do it. Thanks so much. And yes, I'll hopefully see you on my weekly reads. I don't know what's the current situation, but I hope to see you on my weekly reads soon. If I don't film any weekly reads, then just remember that I'm super busy moving. So that's that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my, I don't know, in my next video. Okay, bye.